What's up, everybody? Aaron from Why We Love Horror here with another review of a newer movie to VOD. It was in theaters, limited theater run. Didn't have a chance to catch it while in theaters, but it is the full feature-length debut of Daniel Del Purgatorio. Great name, if that's his real name or stage name, whatever. But great name there, and it is the sci-fi horror camp movie Marshmallow. And yeah, that's the poster right there. Pretty cool poster. I think it does a good job of capturing the vibe and everything. Right off the bat, not going to go into deep spoilers with this for several reasons. For one, just hasn't been seen by many yet, with in theaters and it's now available to rent for like $5 on a variety of a rental on-demand services. But yeah, it just hasn't been seen by a lot yet, and I don't think I need to do it to kind of get my points across that I want to with this movie. Off the bat, generally just a general synopsis about a troubled kid who, not troubled by like getting into trouble, just more like emotionally mentally troubled kid, shy kid, who ends up going to camp. Yeah, they basically, just he's having a hard time. His name is Morgan, 12 years old. And he's realizing that, the scary story told at the campfire one night about this doctor who walks around and collecting kids might actually be true. But there's kind of more to the story than that. It's a slow developing story for sure. It's got a sci-fi edge to it as well, for sure. One thing I really did enjoy about this movie also was the score. It stuck out for me for sure. It's a very unique synth score to it. Gives it kind of a bit of an 80s energy and vibe to it, even though it doesn't take place in the 80s. And with it being a summer camp, the odes to the movies that you think it's taking an ode to at first, like you think it's kind of just a Friday the 13th camp slasher, type of homage, but it's a lot more than that. So I think the first 2/3 of the movie are really well done at what they're doing, but there's just like points where you're just like, this isn't completely adding up. Where's this going? Have some patience with it for sure, because by the third act and the overall twist in the movie, it really does pay off. The title of the movie, I think, has a really interesting kind of take on it. Once you're done with it, I always love when movies do that. Clock's at 93 minutes, so it keeps a good pace. And another thing that's really cool about this movie, so many movies at camp end up being from the perspective of the counselors, the killers, or the killer, whatever, the antagonist. This movie takes place from the perspective of the kids. There's a lot of kid acting, a lot of, actors who've been in other movies though. So it's not bad at all. I think the entire cast shows up really, really well, as a matter of fact. I really did like everybody. The only notable name is Corbin Burnson. He plays the grandfather, I believe, named Roy. Robert Kurtzman worked on the visual effects of this movie. He also has done the Devil's Rejects. So there's not a lot of gore though. Like this would be like probably PG-13 level of gore, but there's a couple scenes that get pretty out there. I think all the counselors and the characters just really do understand their assignments well. And again, the twist at the end of the movie, it's interesting for sure. I think the mileage is going to vary for people for sure. I liked it for sure. And I guess with that, let's go ahead and get to those ratings. So, all right, no deciding who goes first, as I'm the only person here. This is a very, very strong 3.5 videotapes out of 5 for me. Bordering on a 4. It really is. For one, I really, support, an original idea in independent horror here that's executed fairly well. Daniel Del Purgatorio, you have my attention. Your name is awesome. and you also can make some good films. So you seem to make a good film. I'm going to check out his shorts as well. So looking forward to that. But yeah, I recommend this because I think for some people, this is going to be like one of their hidden gem favorite movies of the year that they get to kind of point out to people. That's part of why I wanted to come on here today, was to point out this movie, Marshmallow, by Daniel Del Purgatorio. It's probably going to be on streaming services eventually, but it is available to rent right now. So go ahead and give it some love. And speaking of giving it some love, before we take off, the Why We Love Horror Letterboxd Challenge of 2025 right here. Right here. Go ahead and join the follow along. You can catch up. It's a really good opportunity to check out some really interesting movies. This past week, we did a notorious slow burn in horror because we're in my section of the prompts, which is 4 or 5 prompts. And next week is a notorious horror movie revolving around drugs. If it sounds interesting, go ahead, join Letterboxd if you haven't already, and check out the list on Abby, myself, or John's page, and join along as well. Before I take off, Versus every Monday with John and Will. Why Liv Loves Horror on Tuesdays. Aaron Unwinds on Wednesdays. Thursdays is the Why We Love Horror Letterboxd Challenge watch-along show where we go over our movies in a little more detail. And so it's another just opportunity for you to join along. We do live shows at points as well. And Fridays, Why We Love Horror Trivia, 2 horror trivia related videos every Friday. Go ahead and just hit that subscribe bell, hit the notification bell, like, subscribe, comment. We appreciate the support, and we will see you next time. Peace out, everybody.